Good morning, children. In previous class, we have seen what are acids and bases. In today's class, we will see how acids and bases are indicated with the help of the indicators. Okay, we will see what is acid-base indicator. Let us see acid-base indicators. Acid-base indicators. The substances used to indicate the presence of an acid or base by change in color is known as acid-base indicators. The substances which is used to indicate the presence of an acid or a base by change in color is known as acid-base indicators. There are two types of acid-base indicators, or indicators can be classified into two classes. One is natural indicators and another one is synthetic indicators. This classification is based on the sources from which they are obtained, or whether they are naturally occurring or man-made. On this basis, they are classified into natural indicators and synthetic indicators. Natural indicators are naturally occurring and they are extracted from the plants, whereas these synthetic indicators are man-made indicators. Synthetic indicators are man-made indicators and they are synthesized in laboratories. First we will see natural indicators. Natural indicators are the indicators which are obtained from plants. Most of the indicators, they are extracted from the lichens. Okay. Let us say there are different natural indicators like litmus, red cabbage, turmeric. Okay. So we will discuss few here. Litmus is the natural indicator. Here litmus it is in the form of paper and also in the form of solution. Okay, usually this litmus it occurs in two different colors. One is red and another one is blue. Litmus paper, if we use litmus papers, usually it is there are two different colored litmus papers are available. One is red and another one is blue. Okay, and even same that is litmus solution. Litmus solution is also available in two different colors, red litmus and blue litmus. Let us see how they are changing their colors in acid and base. In acid and base, let us first see red litmus. Okay, usually this red litmus is used to check the given solution is base or not. Okay, this red litmus, its color changes only when it is placed in base. But when this red litmus is placed in acid, its color remains as it is. There is no color change in acidic medium. Okay. But its color changes. Its color changes when it is placed in basic medium, or when it is placed in base. Its color changes from red to blue. So this color change indicates the presence of base. If there is no color change, that indicates the given solution is an acid. See here. Similarly, we can also use the blue litmus to check whether the given solution or given substance is acid or base. This blue litmus changes its color only when it is placed in acid. Okay, when it is placed in acid, then only when it is placed in acid, at that time only its color changes. But when it is placed in base, there is no change in color. See, when blue litmus is placed in acid, its color changes from blue to red. But in basic medium, there is no color change of the blue litmus. Its color remains as it is. This indicates whether the given substance is an acid or base. Like this litmus indicator is used to identify the given substance is acid or base. Let us see another example for the indicator, red cabbage leaves. Actually, these red cabbage leaves are deep red in color when they are placed in acidic solution. When this red cabbage leaves are placed in acidic solution or acidic medium, its deep red color changes to purple. When it is placed in acidic solution, its deep red color changes to purple. But when this red cabbage leaves are placed in basic solution, its color changes from deep red to green. So remember children, it is essential to remember the change of color of indicators in acid and basic medium, so that we can easily predict whether the given substance is acid or base. Let us see one more example, that is turmeric. We are familiar with the turmeric. It is used to prepare the curry and sambar, sabji. Okay, so actually this turmeric is yellow in color. This turmeric is yellow in color. In acidic solution, there is no change in the color of this turmeric. Its color remains as it is. Okay, its color remains as it is. But in basic medium, its color changes from yellow to red. Okay, this turmeric color changes from yellow to red in basic medium. For example, when curry falls on the white cloth, while washing we are applying soap. Okay, usually this soap consists of base. So when soap is applied during washing this white cloth, the yellow color, that is turmeric, which is present in the curry, turns into red. Okay, whenever curry falls on the white cloth, okay, while washing this white cloth, actually when curry falls, its white color of the cloth changes into yellow. When it is washed with the soap is a base, its yellow color changes into red. Okay, so in basic solution, this turmeric color changes from yellow to red. Since this soap is a base, here its color changes from yellow to red. Next we will see special kind of indicators, olfactory indicators. It is a special kind of indicators. Here the substance, okay, smell of the substance changes in different mediums, like acidic and basic mediums. It gives different smell. So the olfactory indicators are the substances whose odor changes in acidic or basic solution. Okay, the substances whose odor or smell changes in acidic or basic solution are known as olfactory indicators. Examples for the olfactory indicators are onion, vanilla extract, clove oil. Okay, here this onion acts as a olfactory indicator. Okay, when this chopped onion pieces are placed in white cotton cloth and it is left overnight, and the next day that cloth is taken and that cloth can be used as a olfactory indicator because the cloth is having the smell of onion. So this olfactory, this indicators, they will give different odor in acetic and basic solution. Children, let us see synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators are the man-made indicators and they are synthesized in laboratory. We will, in your syllabus they have given only 2 synthetic indicators. There are more synthetic indicators are available, but for your syllabus only we have to discuss 2. First one is phenolphthalein. It is a weak acid. What is weak acid? We will learn in next classes. Okay, actually this phenolphthalein is a weak acid and it is colorless. This phenolphthalein solution, this phenolphthalein indicator is colorless. Actually it is colorless when it is added to acid. When phenolphthalein indicator is added to acid, its color remains as it is. It means the color of the acid is also colorless. When you are adding phenolphthalein indicator to the acid, that acid remains colorless. There is no change in the color. No change in color. But when this phenolphthalein indicator is added to base, okay, when phenolphthalein indicator is added to base, its color changes from colorless to pink. Okay, its color changes from colorless to pink. Appearance of the pink indicates the presence of a base. If it is remains colorless, whenever phenolphthalein indicator is added to a particular solution, if color of that solution is not changed, means that solution is acid. If its color changes to pink, then that solution is a base. Like this we have to predict whether the given solution is acid or base. Here this color, pink color is due to the ionized indicator. Okay, HN. Since I have told this phenolphthalein is a weak acid, therefore HIN. IN means it is indicator. H indicates the presence of, it is a acid. So it is unionized indicator. It is colorless. When indicator is in this form, it is colorless. When it breaks into ions like this, when this indicator breaks into ions like this, it gives pink color. Okay, in unionized form, colorless. This indicator is colorless. In ionized form, this indicator is pink colored. Okay, in acidic medium, this indicator is not do not undergo ionization. Therefore, it remains as it is. As a result, that solution is colorless. But when this indicator is placed in base, it breaks into ions like this, or it undergoes ionization to form hydrogen ion and this indicator remaining anion. So in base it breaks into ions. As a result, pink color is appeared. This ionized indicator, unionized indicator, how this indicator breaks. Okay, all these things we will study in higher class. Just I explained here for the knowledge purpose. Last indicator is methyl orange. Actually its color is yellow color. When this methyl orange is placed in acid, its color changes to red. Okay, its color changes to red. But when it is placed in base, its color remains as it is. Okay, its color remains as it is, or we can also say that no change in color. Okay, so like this we have to predict whether the given substance or solution is acid or base. Children, let us see. Children, see here. In the first column, we have taken the acid and bases. Hydrochloric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, nitric acid, this one acetic acid, sodium hydroxide base, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. Okay, in second column we have taken red litmus, blue litmus paper or solution, you can take anyone. In fourth one, phenolphthalein indicator. In last column we have taken methyl orange. So here we are testing whether the given substance, or we are checking how this acids and bases gives different note this acids and bases. This indicators how their color changes when they are placed in acids and bases. See here, red litmus, okay, this is blue litmus, this is phenolphthalein, methyl orange. When dilute HCl, here we have taken dilute HCl, it is an acid. So when red litmus is dipped in this acid solution, its color change remains as it is. In acid, red litmus solution color will not change, it remains as it is. Therefore remains red color. Okay, but when blue litmus solution is placed in this dilute HCl, its color changes from blue to red. Okay, when phenolphthalein solution is added to the acid, that color of the acid remains colorless, but when methyl orange is added, its color changes from yellow to red. Okay, like this sulfuric acid, when red litmus solution is added, its color remains as it is, it remains red. But when blue litmus is added, its blue color of the litmus solution changes into red. And phenolphthalein indicator, on adding phenolphthalein indicator, again color of this sulfuric acid remains colorless. And methyl orange is added, this yellow color changes to red. Let us see examples for bases. Already here I have mentioned for nitric acid and acetic acid. Okay, same. Okay, when red litmus solution is added to base like sodium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide, or calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, what happens? Red color of the litmus solution changes into blue. Observe here. Okay, but when to all these bases, if we add blue litmus solution, okay, blue litmus solution color will not change and it remain as it is. It remains blue because blue litmus solution color changes only in acidic, it changes only when this blue litmus solution is added to the acids, but its color will not change when this blue litmus solution is added to the bases. So next we will see phenolphthalein solution or phenolphthalein indicator. Actually it is colorless in acids and it will give pink color in base. So here all these are bases: ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. When phenolphthalein solution is placed in all these solutions, pink color is appeared. Appearance of the pink color indicates the presence of base. If you add methyl orange to all these bases, its color remains as it is. That is, yellow color will not change. It indicates these all solutions are bases. Children, let us gather all the indicators in single table along with their color change in acidic and basic solution. See here, in first column we have taken serial number, second one indicators, third one color in acidic solution, color in basic solution. So see here, first one litmus. There are two colored litmus are available, red and blue. Okay, red litmus in acidic solution remains red. There is no change in color. But in basic solution, red litmus changes into blue. Okay. Now we'll take blue litmus. Okay. Its color in acidic solution. When it is added in acidic solution, blue litmus color changes into red. But when this blue litmus is added to basic solution, its color remains as it is. So children, next see red cabbage. Its color is deep blue color. Its color changes, its deep blue color changes to purple in acidic solution. When this red cabbage leaves are placed in acidic solution, its color changes to purple. But when it is placed in basic solution, its deep red color changes to green. Next we'll see turmeric. Third one, turmeric. Its color remains as it is. That is yellow. Its color remains yellow in acidic solution. But its yellow color changes into red in basic solution. Actually, this turmeric color is yellow. Next, these are the synthetic indicators. Let us see. Sorry, these are natural indicators. Let us see synthetic indicators. Phenolphthalein. Actually, it is a colorless solution. When it is added to acid, it remains colorless. There is no change in the color of the acid. But when this phenolphthalein is added to the basic, when it is added to the base, color of the basic solution changes into pink. Last one, methyl orange. Its color is yellow. When methyl orange is added to the acid, its yellow color changes into red. But when this methyl orange is added to base, its color remains as it is. That is, remains yellow. So children, in today's class we have discussed acid base indicators and how they are changing their colors in acidic and basic medium. Okay children, in next class we will study the chemical properties of acids.